I don't know what that is, but ever since I came to London, I can't get into the mode of studying, to be honest. I mean, I do study, but I do like the very minimum. I don't do more. But there are just so many distractions, especially considering that you live alone. Like, you have to do not only your university homework, but you also have to do like the stuff around the house, like just doing the basic stuff at home, like keeping it clean and stuff like that. So that when you do everything at home, then you feel kind of tired and you don't want to do anything else. I don't know what that is. And especially now, like when the days are getting colder and colder, like before I go to uni, I just don't feel like it a lot of the time because it's really cold and you don't really want to go out of the house. You just want to stay there in the warmth. But today, like, I woke up and I didn't feel like it, but I just went out on the street, and it is cold, but it's really sunny, and it's like this very fresh morning, which sort of, I don't know, it just brings you back in the active mode and you want to do stuff. So now I'm going to uni and I got a haircut. I'm starting a Harry Potter marathon. I just thought that it's been a really long time since I ever watched any of the Harry Potter movies, so I just decided to have a marathon. I'm gonna start today, and I'm not gonna go like all of them non-stop. Like, I'm not gonna watch all of the 8 movies today, because that would blow my mind, not in a good way. I'm gonna watch all of them from the first one to the last, and I'm gonna watch them on English, because before that, usually, like most of the times, I used to watch them in Russian, and there are a couple of movies that I haven't seen on English. So this time I'm going full English, all of them. Let's go. Every time I watch another Harry Potter movie, I'm gonna rate it. Like, I'm gonna rate it in the vlog. So during this vlog there will be some random moments where I'll be telling you, okay, I've just watched this movie and I'm giving it like 7 or 8 out of 10, just for example. I've just went back in time for a couple of hours to the time when I was like, I don't know, 8 or 9 when I first watched the movie, and it's much better than I expected. Like, I haven't watched this in 4 years, something like that, and it's just like so magical and like so nostalgic. Like, it brings up so many memories. It's just really amazing, and the music is so beautiful. So I loved it, and I gave it 8 out of 10 stars. So it's just awesome. And considering that it's the weekend, I think I'm gonna watch the second part tomorrow. One of my friends also requested me to go to a flea market and make a video about it, so I'm here. I'm in Camden market, which I think is considered to be one of the most famous ones. And I'll just show you around a little bit. This is what kind of stuff you can find on Camden market. There are a lot of like shirts with bands, and there are a lot of shops like that. There are a lot of t-shirts with bands like Rolling Stones and Breaking Bad and Slipknot. As I told you, the most alternative area in London. There's a big Converse shoe there. It's interesting to walk around here because there's a lot of stuff and there are a lot of people. But to be honest, it's a bit repetitive. Like, after a while you get a bit bored because a lot of stuff here is the same, pretty much. I think we've just found the best music-related t-shirt. And in most of the shops there are a lot of cases for phones. I'm getting this one. And now there's like a little building which kind of sells a bit different stuff. Like, they sell different accessories, paintings, pictures, jewelry, and even like some books. So this is a bit more interesting. This is some cool art here, all dedicated to London. And those are made from paper. How do I look? Apparently this is a restaurant, and this is who is guarding it. And then you go down and you get sacrificed. They even sell carpets, look at that. And this one looks cool. It's like made up of all kinds of different carpets, so that it makes it even more awesome. And also there are all sorts of food here. Like, you can buy pretty much any cuisine that you want. There's Indian, there's Lebanese, there's any kind of stuff there. So if you're hungry, just come and have a snack. The main street in Camden, where the Camden market is, it's pretty much like the same. Like there are a lot of shops, but they all sell pretty much the same stuff. But when you go towards the end of it, there's a thing called Camden Lock, which sells like more different and more interesting things. Like I just showed you, like jewelry and books and carpets, anything you want. So that's where it gets more interesting. So if you're in Camden Market, go there too. Just finished the second part, and I started to notice like little things in those movies. Like the creators of the movies, I noticed that they pay so much attention to like details, because when I was watching The Chamber of Secrets right now, I noticed that Ron's robe, like it was a bit gray, it was like a bit dull in color. Basically you could see that it's old when you compare it to the robes of other students. Like they're all like proper black and clean and beautiful and stuff like that. First I didn't really understand like the reason for that, but then I remembered that in the books it was written that because his family is not very rich, he had to wear the clothes of his older brothers. It's really cool to see that those things were still considered when making the movie. And overall, I gave it 7 out of 10 stars. We decided to go to cinemas. We're going to see Mr. Turner. And while we're waiting, I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a soundtrack from Star Wars playing in the background. Yeah. Okay, we're in Selfridges now, which have like a big Christmas section with a lot of stuff, and we found this we found this thing. We're trying to get some candy, but it doesn't work. Like we can't get it from here. You can open it from here, but it doesn't work also. And these things don't work. I don't know why. Why would you buy this if you can't eat any candy? Okay, I'll try to do this. I'll just try to take one. Yes! Did it. Found this huge eraser for really big mistakes. I have just watched The Prisoner of Azkaban, the third part of Harry Potter series, and I liked it. I give it 7 out of 10 stars. But what I noticed is that, like, because I haven't been watching these movies for a few years now, and Harry Potter was always like a big thing for me because like ever since I was a kid I was reading the books, I was watching the movies and all that. When I'm watching them now, I like the movies less. Back in the day when I was a kid, like every movie that I would watch, I would give it like 9 or 10. I don't really know, I guess you become a bit more critical with age. Okay, I just got a bit too thoughtful about that. But yeah, overall it was a good movie. I liked it. I still think it's a good movie. It's just like, I think now it's more about the story itself and the characters and, you know, that world than the movies themselves. You know, the movies are still good. I'm not saying that bad. Okay, I'm mumbling. Okay, I'll stop now. 7 out of 10. And now I'm going to another concert actually. It's a guy called BriBry. His name is Brian O'Reilly, and it's just like an acoustic concert. It's at the garage, so there won't be a lot of people, and to be honest, like the last couple of days were really stressful, and like concerts, they always make me feel so much better, so I thought, why not? And he's a YouTuber, by the way. He's on YouTube, like me. And that's his fiancée. She's selling the merchandise here.
Much has changed, but they live underwater. And your great-great-great-granddaughter is pretty fine. She's pretty fine.
I thought of dying alone, but I'm so vulnerable to just about everyone, and only one friend knows me. And I sigh when another year is over, where I've so little to account for. Oh, what happened to the days of being happy? And if I told you what I feel, do you promise me you'll stay? like me. I won't care for myself. I won't care for myself. Don't you know I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, bass.
Oh, I deem it a certainty you'll never find such love again. Take another step back.